Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Jess. On this channel, we talk about faith, hope, and makeup. So in this video, we're going to be on the topic of hope. I've talked about it or mentioned before that I'm on like a healing journey. I started a life coaching group. It's like a Christian group. It's called Alive and Free. Go check them out. Maybe I'll link it down below. It's a really, really amazing group. I can't say enough about it. It's helped me out a lot. Just getting reconnected with my heart, with God, healing from past trauma and all of this and that. But in this video, I want to talk about basically codependency. And I honestly didn't know how deep codependency went. So I thought codependency was just basically me depending on somebody else for comfort, because I just couldn't do it in life. I always needed somebody, and I can say this because I went through this. I always needed somebody to validate me or make me happy, make me laugh. And if I didn't have somebody doing that, I'm getting a lot better on it now, but I kind of just felt alone and I couldn't do it. But actually I've learned, one, that codependency has many forms. So, you can have the usual depending on somebody else for your happiness, but you can also be codependent in a way where you take on the role of helping others, and if you're not helping anyone, then you kind of feel alone and kind of go down that depressing route, kind of you're not worth anything or something like that. So I'm going to be talking about that side of it because it's one that I discovered that I just had always, usually in my group of friends. I take on this mothering role, and I don't really know why I've done it. Probably I've been on my own since I was about 16, so maybe just it helped me cope with life, just being really transparent. So I'm trying to just be myself and not, because for a long time just helping out other people, I kind of felt I had to be perfect and I couldn't make mistakes because I always needed to be that role model, leader person in my friend group, in my marriage, my relationship with my kids, or really anybody. But I'm learning that I don't have to be perfect, and I'm only human. I'm gonna make mistakes, and I can still give wisdom, but I don't need to take on that mothering role. And one tip that I've learned really that helped me get past that, and I've used it a couple of times now and it works. So just a tip on dealing with this type of codependency, and it goes a little bit like this. That sounds like a Mary J. Blige song. But basically, so here's an example. If you're hanging out with your friends and a person comes up to you and you're like, hey, I'm going through this and I just don't know how to get past it. I'm so depressed. I just don't feel like doing anything. It's stressing me out. And before, the other side of me, the other Jess, would have been oh, let me help you with that. How can I take away your stress? How can I decrease that? Do you need me to pray for you? Not saying that I wouldn't pray for them now, but what can I do that will make your life happier? And I just got a satisfaction from that, and it made me feel better. And now on the flip side of that, new Jess, I'm learning and it's helping, and it takes so much pressure off of me, guys. I hope that this works for you because it's really working for me. Instead of when somebody comes to you with a problem and you try to fix it, you can basically just be okay, I see you, initially opening up, okay, that they're about to tell you something that they're going through, and you open the conversation just being hey, do you need me to listen to you, or do you need me to give you advice? And that just helps both sides of the people in the conversation for expectations, because sometimes you would give advice and the other person really just wants to be heard, and vice versa. So opening a conversation with that can really help you in any relationship, just to meet expectations, like I said. And then another thing, when somebody's coming to you to take the weight off of your shoulders, you can just be like, hey, I see your problem, and I'll be praying for you, but also, what are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about your problem? Because as me, like, I do this a lot. My brain just like overthinks, overanalyzes, and I just keep going and keep going and keep going. And I kind of like burn out, but I never got to a conclusion. Excuse me. I never got to a conclusion of like what I was actually going to do to fix my problem. I was always stuck in like the emotions and like the, just the situation going on in my life, or the situation of the other person's life. And then if I didn't know what to do with their situation or mine, it'd stress me out even more. So yeah, those are a couple tips, guys. Just like I said, just to overview, just open up the conversation saying, hey, like, do you want me to listen to you, or do you just want like advice? And then the other part of it is just like asking the person like, hey, like, what are you going to do about your problem? And that helps them realize, oh, I can make a change in my life that will impact my life, and I can move forward. You're not stuck in it. So it gives like hope to the person and hope to you, and peace, knowing that you don't have to be the problem solver. But okay, guys, that's it for this video. I hope this really gives you hope as it did me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.